How's it going, guys? So we're back working on the Farmall A here. I got a few things to check out on it. Still trying to figure out this clutch. Well, at the moment we're kind of looking into a different issue, wondering if it's connected to this. But there's like a knocking noise from the transmission here. You know, it's obviously the input shaft, because it doesn't matter if it's in neutral or if it's in a gear, but it's a very loud knocking noise. So at the moment I'm taking this top cover off. We're suspecting that it's the bearing where the shaft enters the transmission, is what my thought is. So, and what we're wondering is if, with the bearing, if it's just allowing the shaft to flex just enough that it's messing up the clutch, causing it to twist and all that fun stuff. So yeah, at the moment I just got a couple more bolts to pop out of this top cover. Don't know if it caused it or not, but when I first got the tractor, this whole transmission was like full of water, and it was in the middle of winter, so it was a block of ice too. So not sure if that maybe caused something to not do what it was supposed to do, or do something that it wasn't supposed to do. So yeah, just got a couple more bolts here, and pretty easy to pop this off. I had it off when I was at one point when I was working on it. This filler here for the transmission is frozen, all rusted and stuff, so I had to pull this off in order to fill it, which almost worked kind of nice, because it gave me this size hole instead of this size hole to fill it up with. So yeah, get back to it. All right, we got all our bolts out, and it's just a simple matter of lifting her up and just wiggle it a little, and there we are. So, yeah, I guess I could use a gasket. I don't know if I actually have any gasket maker or not that I could squirt on it, but yeah, so you can kind of see there's a bearing right there. And let me see, should be in, all right, so I got the clutch pedal pushed down. Obviously it's in gear, A gear. I wonder if this gear does not move. This gear does move. Oh, that's how you get. Okay, so that just must be an oil slinger gear. I was seeing this. You can kind of see that one gear there that's moving. It must be the one that slings oil around. But the first thing I noticed when I got in here, kind of zoom in a little, you see all of these gears, which I assume is all from grinding. So it ain't good to grind your gears, guys. But because it's only on these ones, I mean, you can kind of see it in there a little bit. There's ever so slight bit on the one down there, but the main thing I'm looking for, you can kind of hear it. There's ever so slight bit of play in the shaft. So I'm assuming that this bearing is Yeah, you can look in there, you can kind of... I can see it, but I don't know if you guys can, but... Yeah, you can see a little bit of that bearing play. So, I had to get one of them ordered, I guess. That one will be a fun one, because in order to get the bearing out there, you gotta split it back here. You know, instead of up here at the bell housing, you gotta split it back here at the transmission. Which can't be too hard, I can't imagine. I mean, I don't know how to go about doing that. One thing we could do, you know, can't really, I guess, but, you know, pull the motor off, and then come back here and pull this off to pull it off in 2 sections. But I'll probably just have to take it all in 1 section. And, yeah. I have to order a bearing. Hopefully it don't cost too much. And another thing, the issue is on here, you can see I'm spinning the PTO shaft on the back here. So you can see that, you know, that piece there. But what it does is when you pull the lever here to engage the PTO, it slides this piece into this piece, and you can see the notch there for the ear and stuff. And so the problem is this piece, I don't know if it's actually this piece, but one of the pieces, you know, between that piece and here, that slides, you know, kind of a collar piece on the actual shaft there, it's actually froze to that shaft, so I can't, you know, you can see the whole thing. Yeah, I accidentally ordered 2 piston and sleeve kits for the Farmall there, but it turned out that they're the same kit that were going to the other tractors, so got that underneath in the box down there, and we got everything else I'll need, and some. Yeah, the bearing carrier for the throw-out bearing, and we got a thing of assembly lube, and then we got a clutch kit here. So, and actually, this over here, the hydraulic hose and that elbow piece actually are going to go to it too, because right now the hydraulic, that tractor has hydraulics, but the coupler is up on the side of the motor, not in the back where you would normally want it. I mean, I imagine it was probably there for, you know, loader or whatever, but hoping that stuff there we can move so that it'll run it to the back instead of to the side there, and maybe I can use it. But yeah, I guess that's gonna do it for this video. Kind of more just a little bit of update of where we are with things, just Farmall and even the other tractor there. Yeah, so thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and appreciate it.